Hi, I'm Jeff Frederick. I am going to be putting together some quick tips for mouth calls. Usually in the past, I do this when I'm at outdoor shows selling my calls and I'm communicating directly with my customer. This year I'm going to be doing them all on video and putting them on my YouTube channel. When you receive a call from me after ordering it on my website, it comes in a little plastic bag. First thing you want to do, take it out of the bag. And what I like to do is to press down along the edges of the frame, just in case some of that tape has separated. You don't want moisture getting in between the tape and the frame. So I just quick press that down. Okay, so the next thing you do is I usually have the call backwards. And I add a little moisture to the reeds just to kind of get everything flattened down and pulled forward. The next step is getting some sound out of the call, and what I love to do with a brand new call is treat it like an instrument. So by treating it like an instrument, you're going to put the call in and you're going to kind of test where the tones are. After running the call for about 5 minutes, you'll notice that the moisture starts working its way down in between the reeds. That's kind of what you're after. Get the call a little bit wet, run it a little bit, and then let it air dry. With each call, I send this little description of call placement, how to run the call, and on the bottom it talks about the break-in period. It's a good idea to break in your call. You'll get longer life out of the call if you break it in. Now, I know a lot of guys will buy my calls during the hunting season, and I know calls are getting used while hunting without getting broken in. That is not an optimal way of getting long life out of your call, because what happens is when you're hunting, you tend to leave that call in your mouth a long time. What I consider leaving the mouth call in a long time is 3 to 6 hours. A well broke in call has resistance to moisture. There's something about the interaction between our spit and the drying process that it tends to harden off those reeds a little bit, and you can keep the call a lot longer in your mouth if you follow that break-in process. They run best with the reeds stuck together. The only separation you're going to need to get the raspy sound out of the call is the top reed, and especially a well broken call, it automatically just starts to separate after about a minute of use. Just get the call wet, get that top reed separated, let everything else be stuck together. I used to break in about 20 calls on the counter here at one time, and I just let them sit out. And what I've realized is the latex deteriorates very quickly when exposed to light. So during the break-in process, what I've started doing myself is I'll run the call for 10-15 minutes, and then I set it on a little towel or a rag. I cut up an old camo shirt here and just cover it up like that. If you're using one of my cases, you can have the calls in the case, set it on a counter, but then cover it up with something so that light can't get to the calls. I will have more of these quick tips on running mouth calls and breaking them in and using them and those types of things on my YouTube channel. Click subscribe so you don't miss any of them. And also follow me on either Facebook or Instagram.